seconds remaining.
10 seconds remaining indeed, guys, but you've got to wait no longer as we've got our G1 League, our loser bracket semi-final, so to speak. We've got 4 teams remaining here. EG are up against Team Liquid, fighting for survival in the G1 League. Loser if this goes home, winner if this advances. They get one step closer to qualifying to China. They'll verse the loser of Alliance and Fnatic, which is our second match of today in the G1 League. But right now, we have got a best of 3 between Evil Geniuses and Team Liquid. These two teams, they've met twice recently, and both times EG has come out on top, and come out on top pretty convincingly. 2-0 wins in both the We Play Dota 2 as well as in the G1 League winner bracket. So this is a rematch just from the G1 League here, and Liquid are looking for some redemption. But boy, did Liquid look good. Yesterday, they managed to 2-0 Na'Vi. Ever since getting that TI3 invite, something which, of course, congrats goes out to all the Liquid boys, TC, Korak, Fluff, Bulba, and IX Mike for doing so. They've been playing well. I mean, they took down Na'Vi. The pressure is now off. You've got that TI3 invite. You can sit back, you can relax, and just say, hey, look, guys, we can play without pressure. Sure, a trip to China in one of the, well, the biggest tournament after the international in terms of prize pool is up for grabs, but for Liquid, it's sort of a load off their shoulders. For EG, they've got a lot more to prove. They want to get that TI3 invite. They want to get to China as well. I've been tweeting about it all day long, well, all month long, really. The road to G1, as Demon and his army are trying their best to get there, but right now, they've got to go through Liquid, something which has been easy for them in the past, but, well, in the past couple meetings, but it's not always been the case. EG have been a team who seem to be trying to rebuild. They were in a bit of a slump, but they bounced back. They've been playing with Sexy Bambo as a stand-in and playing pretty damn well with him. So big thanks everyone for tuning in, as always, to the G1 League. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. This first game I will be solo casting. I believe Owie2000 is going to be joining me for Game 2, Game 3 onwards. I asked him to join me for Game 1, but he is busy until Game 2, so it looks like he'll be joining me from Game 2 onwards. Do apologize, but I'll be solo casting this Game 1, and then future games should be joined by Owie. But for now, looking at this draft, EG had the first pick, Liquid over on the Dire side, and EG banned out the Lone Druid, the Magnus, while Wisp and Bat ready to get taken out by Liquid, knowing fully well that EG do run that Wisp. Generally, that's the one time that they switch roles. Geo has been playing the carry role, but whenever they pick that Wisp, it's generally Geo who actually plays it, and then you see Fear go back onto that carry role. So EG have switched up their roles, as you sort of, I've just alluded to it. They've been running Demon in the mid lane, Bambo in the off lane, and then they've had Jo playing carry, with Fear switching over to support. I say he's a support, but realistically, whatever role you put Fear on, he has been carrying, and he has been playing damn freaking well. So we'll see how EG look to do things here. They won't have that Wisp, so they won't have to switch things over, put Geo on the Wisp, Fear on the carry. Imagine Fear can, of course, play that Wisp. It will be a Lifestealer, Rubik, TA first 3 picks. Demon's been playing TA a lot and playing it pretty damn well. The Lifestealer could be here for either Geo or Bambo. They can look to go something like an offensive tri-lane, have some kind of a safe lane solo for Geo, or they can run it as their main carry, put Geo on him. So it's a very versatile hero, and it's a top pick nowadays. As for Liquid, they pick up the Nyx Assassin, they pick up Bulba's Clockwork in their first 2 picks, and then third pick is right into the Gyrocopter, generally played by TC as a carry, but every now and then it actually is Korok. I remember their meeting last time with EG where he actually grabbed it in I think either the second game. Game 1 it was TC playing it, then Game 2 was like, okay, Korok's going to be playing the Gyrocopter. So both of these two players do play it, as we'll see who's going to be handling it here in our first game of today. Liquid looking to bounce back after 2 recent defeats to EG. Now we get ourselves to the second stage of bans. Fluff, his Chen gets taken out of the pool, no surprises there. And this is sort of what Liquid are lacking here, having that sort of solid, stable support. They've got the Clockwork as an offlane and Gyrocopter as a farmer. Nyx Assassin is one support, but you need that sort of more reliable range support to sit back and well, EG, they're worried about the junglers. Enchantress and Chen both taken out of the pool. As for Liquid, they take out Jo's Clinks, knowing fully well that EG can go with that style of play, which they showed yesterday in the days before. Lifestealer offensive trialing with something like a safe lane farming Clinks for Jo. So that gets banned out. Liquid maybe going to look for some other safe lane farmers. They actually banned out the Ancient Apparition, one of Malk's series, which he plays so well. He could just go over to that Jakiro. There was a fantastic gif of Malk missing an Ice Path, but he played so well on that Jakiro. I mean, he was like the semi-carry as a support hero when he was on that Jakiro. But this time around, it is going to be possible. I mean, could well still be that Jakiro. For those of you asking, LD is building PCs. He's actually setting up our studio right now. I saw him just 5 minutes or so ago as he was setting up PCs, doing all that shenanigans. Unfortunately, there are some people who I'm sure, like Cyborg Matt, who could be joining me for the cast, but the game's already started. They're not going to remake for a co-caster, but Do apologize for you guys. LD, he's earning the big bucks over in the studio setup area. I've been relegated to casting, but it's casting some good old NA Dota, which is kind of ironic considering, as an Australian, casting the NA Dota match here, the NA Dota grudge match, so to speak. Well, LD, he's off doing all kinds of other stuff. But I'll hopefully carry you guys through things here as we do see the last couple of bans out. Keeper of the Light actually makes it all the way through the second banning stage. Not picked up in the first stage is probably the most notable thing there. Something which Liquid generally prioritize pretty highly. EG to a lesser extent, I guess. We don't see the Bane banned out. That's another sort of reliable, strong support you can get that works well against Lifestealer and TA. Having the Enfeeble early on, then having the Fiend script to lock down a Raged Lifestealer or a BKB TA or just a TA in general when TA goes in. And right now it's only the Rubik Telekinesis which can cancel a Fiend script coming out of a Bane. So I think that would actually make a really solid support for Liquid if they want to go for that. The problem is, Bane, Nyx Assassin as two early game tri-lane supports are not all that strong. So if they're up against that Lifestealer offensive tri-lane, it's not going to be the easiest lane for them, as that is sort of, I guess, the main weakness with picking up something like that Bane. As for EG, they've got the Rubik Lifestealer. The question is, who's going to be that third hero for the tri-lane? If they want some more firepower, you look towards either the Lina or the Leshrac. One of those has a lot more damage. If you want something just sort of a bit more stable, a bit more defensive, more teamfight oriented, you can go for that Jakiro. Can also go for something like the Bane even, which doesn't really offer a lot of teamfight, but it gives you a lot of lockdown, something which I don't feel they really need, against, at least not so far, against these three Liquid heroes. Nyx, Gyro, Clockwork, I don't feel like they need something like a Bane to counter any of these. Gyrocopter maybe, for the late game, having a Fiend script to go through that is very useful, and, well, EG, they've tipped their hand. They pick up the Nature's Prophet, most likely for Bambo in that off lane, which means we are going to be probably seeing a Lifestealer for Jo played in the safe lane. Only way around this is to run a jungle Nature's Prophet, which I feel isn't something EG are going to be doing here, although Malk, of course, was known for his jungle Nature's Prophet for quite some time, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. Two more picks for Liquid, as they're now getting themselves in their fourth pick. They have the carry Gyrocopter. They need something for their mid lane, and with Storm Spirit banned out, Liquid banned it themselves. We're looking at either the Puck or the Queen of Pain, probably for Korok. The two big heroes there. That is going to be up against a TA. Puck, not the best 1v1 matchup against a TA at mid. And they actually pick up Darkseer. So this is going back old school. This is like when you saw TA sort of stop getting picked because teams were running Darkseer solo mid. And Liquid are going to do just that. At least that's the way it looks. EG may either switch up their lanes or just sort of suck it up. Say, Demon, you're going to have to man up. Do it for Kelly. Go solo that mid. Take on a Darkseer in that 1v1 matchup at the mid lane. Which is well possible. As we will see EG's last pick coming up now. And if they are running the Nature's Prophet for Bambo in the offlane, then we're looking at that second support. Who's it going to be, though? They've got plenty of extra time here to sort of think things through. Liquid have already used most of their reserve time. Liquid themselves, they need another support. The two junglers for Fluff have been taken out. Fluff played a fantastic Lina. Game 2 against Na'Vi, Fluff was on point. I say Game 2 as if Game 1 was not impressive from Fluff, but Fluff, yesterday against Na'Vi, was the MVP hands down. He played some sensational Dota and was just amazing to watch. Actually, no, sorry, Game 1 it was Lina. I can't remember his Game 2 hero. I feel like I should. It was Game 1 that I casted with LD. Game 2, Purge took over. So Game 1 he was playing Lina, and right off the bat, level 1, they had like they had a triple kill on the enemy tri-lane. They were tri-lane versus tri-lane. They killed all three heroes without losing anyone. So that's definitely a hero Liquid could look to. Fluff played it fantastic yesterday. It does sort of fit his style. Other heroes he's known for would be something like the Visage. And his junglers are taken out. So it is going to be another Malk Jakiro. As Fear tweeted, he hit 20 out of 20 skill shot Ice Paths, but he couldn't hit the stunned heroes. Ice Path is too hard to hit stunned heroes for Malk, but he can always hit those sort of moving targets. It may not make sense. Shadow Demon, actually. Forgot about that hero, so it looks like we will see a support Shadow Demon, probably for IX Mike, with Fluff handling the Nyx Assassin. Generally, IX Mike on that 5 position, as we'll switch ourselves over into the game, see things come out here. It is going to be IX Mike on the Shadow Demon, so there's your answer. As we will hop ourselves into game number 1 of this best of 3 decider. 4 teams remain, as said. As I'll quickly pop in the bracket for you guys who are curious. You can see in the upper bracket, the winner's bracket final. Fnatic versus Alliance. That's later on today. Winner of that goes to China. They're in the top 2. Loser of it drops down here to versus the winner of Liquid and EG. Liquid and EG battling it out to get into that Well, second, third place decider. Second place, the top 2 teams of the entire qualifier will go to China, guys. So a lot's at stake, and everything gets decided today and tomorrow. We're going to have one team known for China today. Then tomorrow, our last team will be decided. So it's exciting days. I'm looking forward to it. And we'll now see how EG Liquid are going to be playing this game number 1. As we have got EG, the evil geniuses, over on the Radiant side. We've got Fear playing the Rubik. We've got Jo playing the Lifestealer. Sexy Bambo playing the Nature's Prophet. The stand-in, at least for now, on the Nature's Prophet. We've got Demon on the Templar Assassin. Then finally, Malk playing the Jakiro. As for the Dire side, Team Liquid, the team looking to bounce back after losing twice to EG, but they're on a bit of a hot streak. I say hot streak, it's only really been going for a day. They've been invited to TI3, they've taken down Na'Vi, and here they are looking for some redemption up against EG. We've got IX Mike playing the Shadow Demon. We've got TC playing the Gyrocopter. We've got Fluff handling the Nyx Assassin. We've got Korok playing the solo mid Darkseer, it looks like. He's going to be rushing a bottle here. Going for a very interesting little build here. And finally, we are going to see Clockwork Bulba. Looks like he's going into that off lane. Lots of regen for him. Stout Shield. Not likely a build you'd have at the mid lane. You want a faster bottle. Sure, Stout Shield helps a lot there, but looks like we will be seeing him at bottom. And Darkseer, as said, no regen on him. It is going to be a rush bottle, but interesting that he even bothers to pick up a Clarity. I guess he'll pop some Iron Shells and then just immediately Clarity up. As, well, it looks like Liquid are going to be going for this tri lane. It's going to be up against Nature's Prophet. I imagine we see Sexy Bambo not even try and go bottom. He's just going to go straight into the jungle, more likely. Doing much against this tri lane is going to be very, very difficult. Problem is, if he doesn't go top, doesn't look to contest the top lane at all, it means Fluff and IX Mike, as the 2 supports, can look to roam mid a lot more. They can go for some early smoke ganks. They can just constantly use pulls and get a ton of levels. We see Fluff with 2 Sentry Wards, so if they do go for some ganks on mid lane, they've got the Sentry Wards to play around with. Bottom lane, Bulba. Ooh, he gets actually spotted out here. Wondering what he was trying to do there. Maybe trying to cut this off and go for a bit of a creep pull from behind the tower, because normally you expect the Clockwork to be sitting back here, cog the creeps here, cogs the creeps a second time, and then sort of slow the wave down. But he was trying to do something different, something you often see bounty hunters do, which is pull those waves from far away. Doesn't actually get it off, as we will see him now go back. He has got that point in cogs. There we go. Traps a few creeps, just going to mess up the creep equilibrium just a bit. Even if you don't get it perfect, it's such a low mana spell that you can just keep on using this as much as possible. As for Liquid, stack, stack, stack. Fluff takes one, IX Mike takes the other. This is like, it's like synchronized swimming. It's a thing of beauty, what we're watching right now with Liquid. I really hope someone like photoshops all the Liquid faces onto some synchronized swimmers now. That would just make my day. Apparently it's an Olympic sport. Synchronized swimming is legit, while Dota, not so legit. Korok at the mid lane. He is going to be rushing his bottle. As expected. Right off the bat. Only 3 creeps here. Looks like he has missed some on the first wave. Of course, not always easy against the TA Refraction. The Iron Shell doing damage over time. If you time those last hits, can sort of prevent him from farming somewhat, or at least slow him down. Bamboo here, as said, mentioned, is going to be in the jungle. He's picked up early Bassering, some clarities here. He's sort of taking as many of these pulls as possible. While the other 2 EG supports, Fear and Malk, they're going to be pulling, stacking, double pulling, getting XP and farm for themselves. Bulba hoping this lane pushes out, hoping he gets some XP, but right now, it's not the case. He's already chewed through it. Looks like he's probably used 3 cogs here. As he can keep on using some more. But Lifestealer is just a hero. Stout Shield especially can just tank the creep wave. He's not worried about the creep equilibrium getting messed up too badly. Although right now, it looks like it may push out. Ooh. He will miss that range creep here. Nature's Prophet. Oh. Steals the room from Korok. Cheeky bit of play there coming up from Nature's Prophet. This is another great thing about the Nature's Prophet in the jungle. He can TP to runes. He can help out your mid lane. This will sort of just force Korok into some bottle crowing. Not to mention Korok, well, does he really need that refill in his bottle? He's not low in HP. He's not being harassed at all in this mid lane. He's having a perfect time against Demon, as you'd expect from a Darkseer versus Templar Assassin 1v1 mid matchup. Top lane Fluff, doing some creep skipping. We'll see Bambo now finally come to the top lane. He is level 3, so he's got 2 points in the treants. He's sending them out because it looks like Liquid want to go for a really fast tier 1 tower. And oh my gosh, first blood. Bulba goes down. The trio of heroes catch him out. He's going to TP in immediately. He doesn't want to miss on any XP. It looks like he got about half a level here before getting caught out. As Liquid are trying to go for that tier 1 tower push nice and early here at top. They need to get that Ring of Aquila up for the plus armor. They haven't actually got it just yet, but Bambo is being pushed back. But he's level 3, whereas Bulba in the off lane, still level 1. Malk, Fear, and Jay are going for a similar tier 1 tower push very early on. Trying to just pressure this as much as possible. Bulba pops the cogs. He was actually a bit afraid here. Fake TPs. Bambo pretending to TP in. Not actually going to be going for this. As TC, flat cannon, continues to attack this tower. Bambo's maybe going to at least look for a deny here. Siege creep is coming in, so I believe this wave we will see the tower go down unless EG rotate heroes. Meanwhile, mid. Darkseid's still doing pretty well here. Looks like he's brought his just the career in. We'll be sending that bottle back in just a second. As this T1 tower, I think we'll see going down very soon. Bob, on the other hand, can do a slightly better job at defending his tower with cogs, but it's very, very dangerous. He already gave up the first blood. Don't want to be doing anything more. And Liquid, actually, they're not going to go for the T1 tower, so they get down nice and low. Sort of show that they're thinking about it, and they're not going to completely go for it. Bambo, ooh, disrupted. Fluff's going to go in for the kill here. Here comes the Darkseid with a surge. I can hear the surge at least. There's the Iron Shell damage. Bambo's trying to TP out. Is there a vacuum? Nothing. He gets out just in time. About 50 HP on Sexy Bambo. Smart play from the stand-in, from the former Mouse Sports offlane player, now playing the offlane for EG. As Korok leaves the rune there, gets his bottle back, and he's going to refill it right off the bat, using that illusion rune. The supports go back top. They're going to get this tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, EG, their two supports, both level 3.5. We're not seeing any further action just yet, as it's still very early days, and both teams have run these safe lane tri lanes. Meaning there's not really any potential for kills, unless the offlaners mess up, which is what happened. Bulba gave up the first spot at bottom. Would have been caught out of position there. And now we see the tier 1 tower go down. TC with that. Phase boots, Wraithband, Magic Stick. As Bambo now seeing an opening to actually get some XP at the top lane. I'm glad my chat's telling me that AC also missed first blood. That makes me feel a lot better. It wasn't just me. It's not just me, it's AC as well. It's Toby, it's LD, it's everyone missing kills, as well as Korok getting its kill in the mid lane. I need to stop going off on tangents. This is absolutely god-awful. Fire shots away, chat. I deserve it for that one. I well deserve it for that one. Bambo at the top lane, though. We're going to keep a close eye on him. Using the treants to tank up a lot of this rocket barrage damage. TC not going to commit to this. Bambo turns around, just well, knowing that he's not in any more danger, as the chase is no longer on. Nyx Assassin. Invis smoked up. Sort of a fake invis, so to speak. And EG are going to now get the tier 1 bottom tower. So they've traded towers. The gank's coming in mid lane. There's a Surged Shadow Demon. Now comes the follow-up. Impale, Iron Shell damage, Demon. Sentry Ward is on the ground now. Can he actually be brought down? Is there a second refraction? Doesn't look like it. Vacuum pulling him back in, but there's not enough damage. Second Shadow Poison. Is there going to be a third? Maybe enough to bring him down. Ix Mike gets pulled back into the tower. He's trying to fight Demon. Demon, too tanky. Ix Mike dead. Great counter gank coming out from EG and Fear. He's done well. The Sentry Ward wasn't enough. They didn't have the damage. It looked like Demon had 2 refractions, which is the big thing. He was farming with refraction, blocked all of the initial damage, then he recasted it. Had a second refraction. That's always the key thing when you're farming. Have refraction up already, and then use the second refraction when you get ganked. TC's now hit level 6, which is probably what if he had earlier, he would have gone for Bambo. He didn't, though. Bulb at bottom has managed to hit level 4 with the supports leaving. As soon as he sees them venture off, he thinks, okay, I've got myself some safety to get XP here. Not to mention, with the tier 1 tower push, this lane is being pushed a lot closer to him. So EG up 2 kills to 1. Action at mid lane. Disruption going to come in. Korok trying to follow things up here. It's Fury wants Vacuum back, but Demon with the DD room. You do not want to be fighting him. Meanwhile, top lane. Sexy Bambo up to 1k gold. He's going to be going for that fast Midas, and once he's got to that, his farm, his XP per minute is going to sort of start to skyrocket.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Malk, meanwhile, he's keeping the wards up. As Jo. He's farming well. He's going to have an armlet very, very fast, very, very soon. Jo at this bottom lane has not been touched, but it's the same story with TC. And TC, well, he can flash farm pretty damn fast with all the neutral stacking we've had. He's going to get a double stack here, not to mention he's sharing this XP. Fluff getting it as well. This is going to help out Nyx Assassin, who is a fairly level dependent hero. Treant Bambo Dota looking for the tree NKS. Trying to get those neutrals, if possible. Not going to happen though, sir. Bambo's a wily one, but not going to happen with that. He's got his Midas now. He's waiting around. We'll TP out, probably straight to this big camp. Midas a big creep, and then be good to go. Yep, he's doing just that. Meanwhile, Darkseid Korg, we've seen this mid lane farming away. He's up to 38 creep kills, which is only just edging out Demon. So the 1v1 mid matchup between TA and Darks here has pretty much broke even. Demon did get solo killed once, but all in all, Demon's recovered as far as farm goes. Bambo, there we go. He pops a Midas. He's level 6. He's looking pretty good here. Bottom lane, Life Sealer up against this Clockwork. We are seeing Bulba recover, I would say. He's starting to get XP, he's starting to get farm. He wants to hit level 6, then we can look to him rotate to some of these other lanes to help out. Lift. Oh, he actually gets him with the Surge, pulls him back into the tower. Korok could be in trouble. This is... Okay, it's level 2 Surge. Let's say it's only level 1 Surge and he's screwed, but it's level 2. Level 1, lot shorter duration. 3 seconds to 4.5. They could have actually chased him down with a couple TA traps, so he does get out of there. Smart by Korok to have the second point in that Surge. How's the Stash doing at top lane? After his death at the mid lane, he's looking a lot better now. Up to level 4. TC level 8. He's going for a fast Shadow Blade, as TC loves to do. This is the build he's constantly doing, and this is where I'd say Liquid, they're sort of helping out their solo mid and their safe lane farmer by stacking. They're giving the stacks to Darkseer as well as Gyrocopter, whereas EG, they're farming these stacks with their supports. Jakiro Malk is level 5. He's going to be level 6 almost. Rubik Fear, he's also almost level 6. So 2 EG supports have got a lot of XP here. You can see they've got a 500 XP lead, which isn't massive, but considering there's been no action, no kills, it's pretty sizable. The gold lead also going EG's way. 1,500 gold in their advantage, which is mostly the first blood and the kill difference we're seeing. TC even pops an ultimate just to farm creeps. He knows he's not going to be involved in a team fight. He just wants to farm it a bit faster, and we'll see that Shadow Blade out very, very soon. He's up to 1,300 gold, and this is his Shadow Blade. I think he's planning on getting more active as far as setting up some kills and being involved on the map once he has that. Fluff, meanwhile, top lane, not going to TP out. Not when there's a telekinesis waiting for you. Fear now hits level 6. That gank gets EG even more key levels. It is going to maybe come at the cost of a tier 1 mid tower. Glyph is there. Nature's Prophet pops the ultimate. Korra takes some big damage. He has a buckler, but doesn't have a mech here, so he's going to be fairly squishy. Needs to get the hell out of here. Who's it going to be? It's Fear. Can he lift? No, he can't. It's a Surge. Fear, he's chasing. Lift onto IX Mike. Great play from Fear. The hero Rubik, the old man reflexes. Demon, with that motivation, picks himself up 1 kill. Can he make it 2? They're chasing Korok. No, they're not chasing Korok. Demon gets helped out by the wingman Fear. He says, there you go, Maverick. You take that one. Demon now back into the jungle. Going to pick up a bit of a small neutral. There's neutral stacks all over this map. Wherever I look, there's 2-3 neutral stacked together. And it's not just over on the Liquid side for the Darkseer, for the Gyrocopter. Speaking of Gyrocopter, Shadow Blade is up. And we haven't really seen him move even with this item pickup. Liquid have not really... Only 1 rotation the entire game, I would say. The 1 attempted gank with the Shadow Demon Nyx when they rotated to mid. That's been the only rotation. The other rotations have been very small. Like Nyx Assassin takes top lane, Gyrocopter goes in the jungle. Those are the only kind of other small sort of changes sees lanes. Top lane, bottom lane, sorry, Bulba. He's being caught out. Nature's Prophet TPN, Geo with the initiation with an open wounds, and they pick him off. Counter TP from Nyx Assassin. Not going to be enough to turn this one around. Alrighty. So... EG, 5 kills to 1 very early on. It's not a huge lead, but it's still something. As actually looks like Gyrocopter was going in looking for a kill. But for 12 minutes in, EG are going to be pretty comfortable with this position there, and they do have to worry about a late game Gyrocopter. Also, the ganks from Nyx Assassin haven't really started rolling in yet. We haven't seen level 6, the Vendetta yet, for Fluff on that Nyx Assassin. As for other key heroes, I guess as you're looking at Clockwork, maybe to start setting up some kills, but Bulba has not looked to lead bottom lane once, and he hasn't had anyone come to bottom lane, so he's been on his own at bottom lane for the first 12 minutes, which is probably a bit longer than you normally see Clockwork there. Normally you want him to get sort of moving around, looking for his first kill around, when he hits level 6, around sort of 8-9 minutes in, but EG did a great job of slowing down his leveling. Because of that, well, we're seeing a much, much later involvement coming out from Clockwork. 100 last hits for TC. Looking at the last hits, 13 minutes in and he's got 100 last hits. Bamboo's caught out bottom lane. Here comes Bulba. Took him some time, but now he's finally getting involved. He's going to try to bring down Sexy Bamboo. Disruption is there, trying to sort of take Jo out of this fight. He is going to rage himself up. Nice play by IX Mike. They know Jo was going to cause some big damage here, so he uses Disruption there. Jo's trying to fight his way out of this one with his armlet, but the Rocket Barrage is going to do too much. They get 2 kills, Liquid. 2 for TC as well. The Liquid carry bounces back into this game, and alright. Liquid. They say we're not out of this one yet. Of course, no one was counting them out, but EG were the ones in control up to this point. Liquid with a 5-man Dota bottom. Pick off 2 key heroes in Nature's Prophet and Lifestealer. EG, they've got Fear at top lane. He's got a surge here. Is he actually going to go in? He's looking for TC. Nature's Prophet comes in. TC's got a Shadow Blade. He may just go in to try and fight this. Doesn't want to do so. Demon's there as well.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Are we going to see a chase down TC? No. It's just another... well, 2 more TPs coming in. There is a surge if they want to try and chase this up, but it's too risky. There's 3 heroes there, and there's always potential backup. Malk can TP to the tier 2. You don't want to be diving. You can't really kill fast enough either. So Nyx Assassin Fluff, with that one fight at bottom lane, he's hit level 7. Not only does that mean now he has Vendetta coming into play, it's level 4 Impale, which is quite a decent chunk of extra damage. Extra Sun as well. And we're going to have to see EG. Are we going to see Sentry Wards coming soon? Oh, Gyro. They've gone in on top. Call down coming in. TC's looking to make his work happen there. He's trying to leave his mark on Jo now. He's got himself a double kill. 3 EG heroes hit the deck, and Jo's being chased down. I hear a surge as well. Jo, Rage, TP. Can he actually get out of this one? It looks like he can. Nice play. Jo pops the armlet off there. As that went oh so horribly wrong. 3 more kills go the way of Liquid, and a tier 2 tower possibly to follow. Liquid now pull ahead, 6 kills to 5. As Bulba rotating, this is going to possibly cause EG some problems, especially if they can pick off Malk. He's going to go right onto him. Battery Assault, Cogs. Malk needs to cast something, but he can't. This Battery Assault is just preventing absolutely everything. Vacuum to the high ground allows him to get an Ice Path off. Demon's got a Blink Dagger. He's going to go blinking and will bring down Bulba here. Anything to bring down Bulba. Korok now has popped the mech already. Impale onto 3. Gyrocopter Calder. Absolutely. EG get destroyed. Team Liquid are fighting and absolutely destroying Team EG. Fear on the run, the only one left standing, but he's dead. Shadow Blade damage is enough. Team wipe, ultra kill for TC. What a team fight coming out from Liquid. They get a tier 2 tower, they put EG onto the bench, and now they're going to get themselves another tier 2 at mid as well. And what a turn of events here. Look at that jump. It's like, I don't even know what to say. This has just been a huge, massive turnaround. EG had the perfect start, but all of a sudden, Liquid just group up as 5 and say, no problem, we've got this. 3 4-man impales from Nyx Assassin. Korok with Vacuum Wall of Replica is now level 13, and with this fast mech on him, he's giving his team this really scary-looking team fight. As for Jakiro, no mech in sight yet. He's a support going for the mech, which means you're not getting it till maybe the 20-plus minute mark. As it's solo mid Darkseid, you get this mech up really nice and fast. So, EG, I think it was somewhat deceiving. They had this 2.5k gold lead, but they were never sort of decisively ahead. All it would take is some sort of smart 5-man Dota from Liquid, and they bounce back, and that's exactly what they've just done. Well, EG, this is just game number 1. This is a best of 3, as you guys have known. They've actually managed to 2-0 Liquid in their last 2 meetings, but right now things not looking too good for EG. Oh man. 8k gold swing in 3 minutes, I would say. That's about 3 minutes past, and there was an 8k gold swing going the way of Liquid. There was at least 2 towers, 8 kills, I want to say. At least 8 kills. There was a triple kill at top lane, then there was the team wipe, then there was, what, the 2 kills at bottom. So it was about 10 unanswered kills. EG were up 6 kills, I think, to... 6 kills to 1? Yeah. Okay, no, 5 kills to 1. EG have gotten 1 kill on Bulba. It's been a 10 kills to 1 streak going the way of Liquid, and now into the Roshan pit. BKB for TC. Helm with the Dominator up on him as well. His net worth suddenly jumps up to 11k gold. And we're going to see a 4-star coming soon for Fluff. Korok's got himself a 4-star. IX Mike with an earn. All these heroes getting some big item progression. Bulba himself, probably one of the more poor heroes on the Liquid side. He's going to just pick up some trades here. Anything to help tank himself up. And EG can't even contest this Roshan. EG, all they can do is sit, watch, try and catch up and farm. Geo, the one position Lifestealer is just not bringing it, and it's nothing to do with him. This hero, it's sort of why you don't often see him played in that one position. At least by the Chinese team. I have to feel my 4chan duties to mention Chinese teams in every cast. So I've done it now, guys. That was an absolutely hilarious post where it made fun of all the casters. LD for always being happy. Luminous for having broken English. And me for always mentioning Chinese teams. So, yeah, Chinese teams don't often run the lifesteals at carry. And it's because he's not the best. Normally, you need that second source of damage, which EG have. Don't get me wrong. EG have the Nature's Prophet, the TA as well. I like this draft of theirs, but Liquid have just outmaneuvered them here in the mid game. EG had the better start, and I liked the position they were in. I think they had a good draft. I actually think the way they were using Lifesteal was fine as the main carry because he had the secondary sources of damage from both Prophet and TA, but Liquid just chose some really smart fights. 8.5k net worth for the Darks here, with the 12k for the Gyrocopter is solidly leading all of these EG heroes. EG do have 3 core heroes, while Liquid seem to have, I'd say 1.5. I mean, you can say 2 with how well Cork's going. You can almost say he's a core hero, but that's the one thing EG have going for them. They've got more sort of mid to late game carries. But Liquid, they've just got this scary mid-game death ball army, and they're not stopping. With this Aegis, they want to go high ground. They want tier 3 towers. Hawk, they found Malk. This is the perfect hero that Bulba's trying to catch every time. It's like you're up against the Keeper of the Light. The one hero who can slow and stall your push, prevent you from pushing, is going to be this Jakiro. And Bulba, every hook shot, he's looking for Malk. That last fight, he suicides to kill off Malk, but he wins the fight because of it. Now they're going to catch out Fear. TC's on a godlike streak here. Gets the kill with a flat cannon, I imagine. And the tier 3 towers being brought down. EG are trying to trade towers. They're getting the tier 2 top, the tier 2 mid as well. But Raxes are falling. And EG, they're still pushing. They're going to try to bring down this tier 3 here, but they're not really going to do so. And they're going to lose Raxes, EG. Are their TPs back? Nature's Prophet teasing, but they're giving these up. EG decide we can't defend this, not without losing many, many heroes. Oh boy. Fluff going to pop the Vendetta, and with the tier 3 tower down, he may actually catch someone by surprise. No sentry wards down for EG. If Liquid want to sort of hang around, fake retreat and re-engage, they could maybe find some pickoffs, especially considering EG don't have their entire team here, but it looks like Liquid going to go for a full retreat. Satanic almost completed on Gyrocopter. Bulba, who is struggling so much, has Tread 1600 golds now. 600 gold. Fluff, 4-staff completed. I say they haven't actually checked, but I can only imagine it is. Yep, there's your 4-staff recipe. As for Korok, well, he's got 2.5k gold. EG, at 20 minutes into the game, have lost Raxes. Well, I don't know. Where do EG go from here? Playing from behind Raxes at 21 minutes is always going to be incredibly difficult, but they've got the kind of lineup which can do okay. They can stall using the Jakiro defense. They've got Nature's Prophet, who's great at split pushing. They've got 2 other carries in the TA as well as Lifestealer, so they need to go start getting some items up. We need to see the BKB for Demon. We need to see Lifestealer have his second item, his Desolator, whatever it may be. And I think he needs some sort of damage, although maybe up against, well, maybe up against his sort of these stronger creeps at bottom lanes, he needs something better at pushing things out. Maybe a Maelstrom even, but I don't know. This is going to be hard for EG, however they play this out. And this is something that Liquid can do. Even if they don't want to group up as 5 and push, they can just gank. Fluff, Vendetta's up, looking for the pickoffs. Nature's Prophet often going to be that target, but I imagine we see him look to retreat soon. Liquid have smoked, and actually they're just mid lane. Their supports have smoked, but I think they just smoked to get here faster. They're not actually looking for a pickoff. They're just saying, hey, we've got to get mid lane. Let's push, and push now. Roshan, they still got 3 minutes on the Aegis, roughly. And Team Liquid, they're playing like a new team. Getting 2-0'd by EG in their last 2 meetings, but Liquid yesterday, they 2-0 Na'Vi. They've been invited to TI3, and boy, do they look good. Ward onto the high ground, immediately pinged out. Should see a sentry ward here, or is there even a gem? Looks like it was actually too close to the tower. Hook shot was looking for Malk. Bulba's always looking for Malk. He's actually going to go Scepter now, so when he goes in, he's not going to die to the TA damage. Korok, though, is taking a lot of damage here. He will get defensively disrupted. TC, BKB, great vacuum coming out from Korok. The Wall of Replica going as well. Not really placed as well as he'd like. He probably wanted to save that one a bit later, and Liquid, they're not going to get any kills, but what they will get is a bit of damage to the tower. No. Backdoor protection is there, and top lane's being pushed. EG are pushing in top. Fear taking damage here, will be brought down, but what's going on top? Lifestealer, Nature's Prophet not there. It looks like only a tier 3 tower in danger, and Liquid are going to see that and say, well, he's not really pushing very fast. We've got this. We're pushing a whole lot faster. We're going to get tier 3s, maybe even Raxes, and Geo says, yeah, this isn't working. I've got to get back. I've got to defend. Picks himself up a Mithril Hammer, so it is going to be, it looks like a Desolator coming out. He's going to get purged up. Even in that rage form, he's still so damn slow. And EG, they just can't engage, even with Wall of Replica on cooldown. even with the cooldown on cooldown. Liquid are blowing some almost every ultimate. Every ulti on Liquid on cooldown. Now the cooldown comes off, but even so, EG can't engage. Aegis on the gyrocopter, just making it so damn difficult. Not to mention Satanic. His farm is ridiculous. EG, Geo just going in, knowing if they lose a second set of racks, it's all over. They have to fight. Vacuum stolen from Fear. Fear, maybe the only hope EG have left. They do lose TA. Oh, Hook coming out. Fear going to get caught out, and with this, it could be the end for EG. Demon TP's right into a 4-man gank squad. He gets brought down. Rax is soon to follow. TC's just going man mode, trying to chase down some more. He doesn't want to get Raxes. He wants to pad his stats. He is 10-0-5, beyond godlike right now. EG get double Raxed. And now, I imagine we see the GG call coming out any minute. At 23, 24 minutes in, up against this lineup from EG, with this big of a gold... Okay, maybe not this big of a gold deficit. I take that back. It's only 8k gold, but it feels like it's a lot worse. It really does. EG are just so far behind. The one thing they've done is to redeem themselves is push out this top lane. Rax is dead. Oh my gosh. EG counter Rax. EG have stayed in this game as far as gold goes because of all the towers they're taking. They took tier 2 mid and top. They even take the tier 3 top. Now they get a range Rax at top. They're going to see that and be like, alright, that's a beacon of hope. We're still in this game. We push out this top lane. Problem is, Liquid are just going to come right at them again. 5-man push this top army. And we've seen time and time again, EG cannot fight this 5-man death ball of Liquid. It's just not working. Nothing about it is working at all. As for EG, Jo trying to get up his death lane. No one has items. No BKB for Demon. He had to buy back that fight. That was his BKB gold. Nature's Prophet, we're seeing, well, Bambo, it looks like the most farmed here on the EG side. Slightly edging out Jo here. He's gone for a Maelstrom, knowing he needs something which can help push out lanes faster. The Maelstrom, a Lightning Props, is going to be that item, but EG top lane is going to be now under pressure. Aegis is gone. This is the one fight EG have to win. This is it. This is the final countdown for EG. They've got to defend this. They've got to hold. Otherwise, they're out. Well, they're out of game 1. There is a best of 3 here. There is going to be a game 2, regardless. But TC, no Aegis. He's got BKB. He's got Satanic. He is really hard to bring down, but that's going to be the one small thing for EG look at and say, maybe we can hold, maybe we can defend. Ice path from Malk. He needs to be careful. Hook from Bulba. He's looking at every chance he can. Here's some serious hate. There's a big bullseye on Malk's chest right now. Bulba, unfortunately, could not find the line. Tier 3 tower, though. It's gone. Demon, Infest Bomb. This is it. Goes right into TC. They are going to bring him down. This is the fight EG have been waiting for. They bring down Darkseer as well. Fluff now gets disrupted, but he's dead. Possibly going to see a big team wipe coming out here. Fluff on the run. No vision, it looks like. They're just going to go into IX Mike. So IX Mike takes a fall. Can we see Bulba get caught as well? Nature's Prophet, any TPs? They've got to defend. EG, I mentioned they had one hope, one fight to defend with, and that was it, and they do it. Fluff poking around. There is a gem on Fear. Is it his gem? Yep, he's bought a gem. Couldn't keep up with the Nyx Assassin, though. Jo, gotta be careful, son. This Nyx Assassin is hunting. Level 2 Vendetta. Only gonna last a little bit longer, and he's gonna walk right into Demon. Not gonna see any kills there. Well, it's a great hold for EG. Problem is, Liquid, they can wait for Roshan before they come to push again. That was the big problem there. Gyrocopter, with just the one life, got jumped on by an Infest Lifestealer into Demon. Oh, look at this from Demon. He picks up a Sanj. He's going Heaven's Halberd. At least it looks that way. I don't think we see a Sanj and Yasha. Use the Heaven's Halberd, the disarm on Gyrocopter. The problem is he can BKB it off. What he doesn't have is the MKB yet, so you can still benefit from the evasion as a TA, but there's so much damage apart from the physical damage, be it the Rocket Barrage, the Iron Shell, all the nukes come out from EG. That evasion is not going to be the answer here. It's mostly for the disarm. He's got the gold for it now. I don't see him saving. I guess maybe he wants buyback. It's up again in 1 minute, but Liquid, their next push is coming with Aegis. You've just got to buy whatever you can if you're EG. I don't think they should be saving for buyback here. Maybe it's a Sanj and Yasha. It could well be. Gives him some nice mobility here. He's going to put a trap into the Roshan pit. Liquid, have they got sentries, gem, anything to dewater with? Doesn't look like they do. So EG will know when they go for Roshan, and it's going to be happening pretty soon. EG, this is all about the counter push. That's the one thing they can do to stall, is counter push these lanes as much as possible. Send Bambo top whenever it's open. Try to get this melee Rax. The range Rax is the much smaller prize. It's everybody's second favorite Rax. And TC, well, we're not going to be seeing that MKB anytime soon, as mentioned, but I don't think he's too worried about it. His farm, his net worth is absolutely phenomenal regardless. And while EG have held that one push and done so fantastically, I don't see them bouncing back with just that one fight. They're going to need 2-3 more like it, and getting more like that when there's going to be an Aegis on Gyrocopter next time is going to be very difficult, because that's how they won that fight. They jumped TC, they brought him down, and once he's down, they can focus on Darkseer. And unless Ix Mike gets the defensive disruption of his life there on the Gyrocopter, or the Darkseer, those heroes get brought down. That was probably the one thing which Liquid could have done to turn that fight around, is just disrupt on the Gyrocopter. The problem is, Gyrocopter died so damn fast. Is Bambo going for the Roshan steal? Is he going to do it? I hope so, Bambo. This is your only hope. Infested life. Oh, he's going to TP in with the life stealer. This is it. EG. Oh, I can't wait for this. Got to go soon. The trap is still there. They can see this. Got to TP in, Bambo. Got to go now. Ice Path. He's TPing right into the Roshan pit. Liquid need to bring it down. They haven't actually done so soon. Nature's Prophet. Demon goes in. They're going to steal the Roshan. EG have snatched it. Bambo gets the Aegis. TC's in BKB. Can they bring down TC? TC, he's on the run. He's down to 300 HP, but they can't bring him down. Korok takes a fall. Demon in trouble. He hasn't got the Aegis. He's going to meld his way up. He meld hits onto the Carapace. Fluff does so much damage. Demon hits the deck. Demon is dead. Fluff, he breaks the Aegis. Bambo now going to run his way away from that. He's got the Shadow Blade, but oh, Demon, he did a full meld attack onto a Carapace Nyx assassin. It sealed his own fate. Gyrocopter doesn't get the Aegis. EG take a very ballsy play there. It does pay off, but it could have paid off even better. If only they have prevented Demon from dying there. That would have been a fantastic fight, but EG, they still hold on a bit longer. The one thing which they can't really fight is Liquid with an Aegis, and they prevent Liquid getting the Aegis. So Liquid's next push is coming. Son's Aegis. Malk, he's got his mech, his gem. Actually, IX Mike's gem. So they now control all these gems. I think Fear had one before. I'm not sure what happened to his one. Are we seeing one on Courier? Has anyone picked up Fear's gem? It looks like maybe on the Dire side. Have they actually swapped gems? Yeah, they've swapped gems. No, Nyx buys a new one. So he's got his own gem here. Looks like the gem we're seeing on Malk. He did not buy himself. I know Fear bought a gem earlier, so we've had 3 gems this game. Goes to show how important having map control is right now. As for EG, how long can they hold? They bought themselves some time, I would say. Question is, Liquid, do they wait? Do they look to play this safe? Pick up items like Scythe of Ice for Korok? Wait for the next Aegis. It's going to be a long, long wait. And by then, EG, you're looking at some big item progression. You've already got the Desolator on Lifestealer, possibly something like a Basher and Assault Crest. TA, I don't know what TA is building right now, but TA will have something if you wait 9 minutes. Bambo will have a Scythe of Ice. I know what he's building. I say that, and then suddenly he's going to pull out a Manta Style or something ridiculous. But Demon, he's the one I'm wondering. Where does he look to go with this Sanj? Oh boy. EG, they've got to do it once more. They've done it twice now. Some miraculous defenses, but can they do it a third time? This is it. They've got to go. They've got to go soon. EG, a team known for throwing, are trying to sort of bring back these miraculous comebacks. Create a Liquid throw, if such a thing exists. Liquid, a team known for their very disciplined play. A very organized team, even back to the complexity games when Fluff was captaining them. And right now as Team Liquid, they've been a very consistent, stable team in the Western scene for some time. They have their ups and downs, but it's mostly been up as of late. Highlighted yesterday with their 2-0 defeat over Na'Vi. That's really been the big story here of G1. Na'Vi are not going to China. Yesterday was just a day of defeats. EG beating Dignitas. That was, to me, was a big, not a big upset, but an upset nonetheless. Liquid beating Na'Vi and beating Na'Vi 2-0, that was a huge upset. So yesterday, 2 upsets. Today, well, I would say EG, with the fact they've 2-0'd Liquid in their last 2 meetings, I would give them, I don't know if you'd call them favorites, but you'd say it's 50-50 between these 2 teams. I don't think you would say Liquid have been playing really well. They just 2-0'd Na'Vi, so I don't think you could call EG favorites, but at the same time, I don't think you could call Liquid favorites. It's really dead even between these 2 teams. Liquid trying to end things here. They're trying to make the play at this top lane. They want to get this last T3 tower. Glyph is going to just save this tower. Heaven's Halberd now. Demon picks it up. He's got buyback gold, which is the key thing here. Gyrocopter gets the tower, backs off. BKB preserved. He's also got the MKB now. So this Heaven's Halberd evasion not going to mean anything. Malk, oh! Demon, this time he's not going to mess up. He force-stuffs his way out of there. Did catch Malk into the cog. Here comes the cooldown from TC, trying to bring down Jo. Demon as well. Heaven's Halberd not really going to be able to use it. This Gyrocopter's in BKB form. And Jo trying to man-fight his way out of this one. Not actually happening. Korok getting burst down by Bambo. I say burst down. It was just some right-click damage there. As IX Mike, TC, the Liquid boys, they may just be about to take game one. Bambo's finished off the side of the Vice. He's still fighting. Jo with the rage goes on to Fluff, but Force Stuff's all over. Force Stuff is such a great way of dealing with Lifestealer, and they're keeping themselves alive as long as possible. They do bring down Clockwork. EG, they've got 5 up. They've taken down 2. They're going to maybe get 5. It looks like on the sidelines here, it is TC. TC's going to town. TC with 2. Can he get a 3rd? He wants Jo. Jo, he wants in. He's going to get brought down. Where was the armlet toggle, Jo? Jo takes a fall. TC gets himself a triple kill, and EG, they're still holding on, though. It's a 3-for-3 trade. I believe even more dropping the... I think EG even using a couple buybacks there. Lifestealer bought back, so it was a 3-for-4. EG lose 4, but they hold on to these top Raxes and buy themselves more time. I don't know what time gets them. It's not like they've got this ticking time bomb lineup of something like an Anti-Mage or Spectre or PL late game, but they have got a decent late game. The 3 cores in Nature's Prophet, TA, and Lifestealer up against the 1 carry that Liquid have in Gyrocopter, but when that 1 carry has 23,000 net worth, oh boy, you're in some trouble. For the Radiant team, it's Bambo, though. He's going to be the late game. The main late game hero for EG, at least. Lifestealer, we've seen some big bombs come out of him, especially coming out with a TA. Those need to keep on happening. You have to jump Liquid before they get inside your base, because Liquid are just trying to focus down these Raxes. Mega Creeps, at this point in my eyes, is GG. And Liquid, I think they know that. I think they know they can just keep on going at EG. Evasion picked up by Gyrocopter. That is an item I feel like he's needed for some time. The fast Satanic was great, but having Evasion up against TA, all 3 of these core heroes, it's right-click damage coming out. Having a Butterfly, I think, would give him almost more survivability than a Satanic. Having the Helmet of Dominate is great for the lifesteal, but the Butterfly, or at least the Talisman there, will help TC so much. He needs to be careful. TC's actually alone. He's going to Shadow Blade out of this one. EG were looking for him. Hookshot coming in. It's going to go on Malk again. Demon, he finds Malk. Malk going to get off a lot of spells here. Macropie, can he do it? That's the only spell he's got left to cast. Can't actually do so. Looks like Fear Stole Cogs here. TC, BKB, trying to just work everybody down. Cooldown not going to hit anyone. It will zone out the rest of EG. EG can't protect Jo. Jo takes a fall, as does... It looks like... Oh, it looks like EG actually going to get back off here. Yeah, as did Fear. So Fear as well as Jo on the sidelines. Liquid only lose IX Mike on the Shadow Demon due to Demon here. And Liquid, melee barracks is gone. EG have to engage now. There's no waiting. You've just got to try and save these Raxes. It's not going to happen though. Fluff goes in. He's got a gem. He's gone right onto Bambo. Bambo, does he have a buyback here? Does not have buyback. He loses the gold he needed. EG Demon gets hexed up, and this is the end, my friends. It's the end of the world as we know it for EG in game number 1. They've gone down. EG are going to have to fight their way back from a 1-0 deficit. Liquid have taken game 1 here in the G1 League, North American and European qualifiers. We're down to 4 teams. It's EG and Liquid fighting it out in the loser bracket. Later on today, we've got Fnatic and Alliance, the former No Tidehunter, battling it out in the winner bracket. One of those 2 teams, whoever wins that match, is going to China. As for the winner of this match, they go on to verse the loser of that match. So we're going to see EG, we're going to see EG look to try and play from 1 game down. Meanwhile, Liquid have done a fantastic job of taking game 1. They had a slow start. They were behind by about 2-3k gold, but once they started grouping up, 5-manning, they never really looked back. EG, they had a great last win. They fought well at the end. They really held on for such a long time. That Roshan fight, it was one of these things where I, as a caster, thought, okay, Liquid have got this. They've got 4 Raxes. It's just a matter of time before EG breaks. And when I saw that Roshan fight, I actually thought for a second, EG can maybe do this. I started to doubt myself, and you could tell EG believed they could still win. EG have some heart. They've got some dedication going for them, but they're going to need a bit more than that. They're going to need to outdraft, outthink, and outplay Liquid in game number 2 if they want to come back. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit, as we're going to be getting into game number 2 in just a second. I believe Owie may be joining me. I'll let you guys know soon, but thanks, everyone, for tuning in. This is, as always, a Beyond the Summit broadcast of the G1 Link. We'll be back soon, guys. Game number 2.